Parents, of course, want what's best for their kids, and I think a lot of us have heard of helicopter parents. What can that do, though, to your child as they grow up? News 3's Brooke Slyer talked to local experts. Here's what they say.
Most moms and dads will say parenting is the hardest thing they've ever had to do. While it's equally rewarding, sometimes it's difficult to know the right approach to take. If you're too strict or a helicopter parent, the child could rebel. But if you're too lenient, the child might not give their all to succeed. So I spoke with two experts who are also parents for their advice.
When it comes to parenting, newborns do not come with instructions, leading some moms and dads to take a more strict approach as the child grows up.
Hey, how are you today?
Dr. Tara Chambers, an outpatient therapist at Sparrow Family Services, explains how that can be perceived.
Helicopter parents have been labeled as these crazy, overzealous parents who hover over the top of their children.
In her experience, these parents are doing it out of love for their child.
As parents, what most of us want for our kids is for them to not have to go through the hard things that we've been through.
Overly involved in their academic life, in their social life.
Jessie Smith-Fulia, a social work instructor at Shawnee Community College, agrees with why some moms and dads are attracted to the helicopter style of parenting.
The parent knows so much more than the 13-year-olds, and because they have all this lived experience.
Smith-Fulia says, we see helicopter parents out at sporting events.
The ball to him, go in there, and it's almost like the parent should be out there playing.
While others are behind closed doors.
The teenager how to dress, when they should go to bed, and lots of directives.
There can be some positives to helicopter parenting, like making sure the child studies and receives good grades in school. However, Smith-Fulia believes the negatives outweigh the positives.
I worry that when children aren't allowed to form their own identity and make their own choices, make their own mistakes, that they are sort of held back from adulthood.
Or rebelling with lifelong consequences like teen pregnancy.
I have to show mom and dad that I am my own person and that they can't control me.
So how do parents find a happy medium? Smith-Fulia says parents should play an active role in the child's life when they're young.
I think that a parent should be slowly giving their child more and more responsibilities for their lives throughout their childhood.
Chambers adds to that sentiment.
They do need to learn on their own in some ways.
She shares some simple choices that also give independence, like letting them try foods as the parent they probably won't like, the color of their hair, or not wearing socks when they should.
You're probably going to get a blister, and then tomorrow you're going to wear socks, but I'm going to let you figure that out on your own.
This way, when parents do put their foot down, the child will know it's for good reason.
Chambers adds it's healthy to give your child independence as long as they are safe and not at risk of harm or putting anyone else in harm's way. Reporting in studio, Brooke Slyer, News 3.